everybody, welcome to Delft Junction. Only a little vlog today. I'm going to finish off the other side of the engine shed where I've done the expanding foam. Just going to finish off the other side of it. I'm going to put some rusty rails in front of the engine shed. When I was on the trains as driver, there was always bits of track hanging down the side of the track and in the middle of the track for when they got broken rails, easy to fix then. Gonna do a little ride on. Again, there's different tracks this time though. Gonna do track 3, which is freight local. Gonna do that from the back of the train this time, and probably do track 2. That's what I use for passenger, basically. Sometimes I might put for it, depends what I feel like. Like you say, keep changing your mind about things, don't you? I'd like to do a couple of shout outs. Jason in Barnabas Junction, who's helped me with my camera issues. I've sort of got it sorted, but still got to sort some things out. And Graham Falston. I've had some lovely comments from him. He's a really nice fella, real gentleman. You've got to go and check his out at Lakeside. He's got these 2 lorries that go around and they are brilliant. Go and check him out. Anyway, get started. It's only a tiny little bit of Scenics I'm going to do, but I've got other things planned in the future. It's going to take a bit more time. I'm going to scratchy head time. Got to think about things. Okay, hope you enjoy it anyway. Right guys, this is all down here where I've done my expanding foam. Sorted that out. I'm going to do this side today. All down here. I've got all this bit over here. I don't know, you can't really see it, but I'm going to do something else with that. Got an old signal box, old Horby signal box I was going to put there, but I don't particularly like it, so I'm going to get another one. So that's for another day over here. But all I'm going to do down today is basically put some static grass down here. I'm going to paint some logs up I bought from Getz. Got these, which are sleepers. All I've done with these, I didn't paint them at all, I just gave them some black wash. I was going to put them down the side, but they're too big, so that's going to have to go somewhere else. No problem. And paint these up all brown, and these can go down the side eventually, down there. Then at the front here, that's where my rusty rails are going, and I'll get that sorted. Show you how to do that. And sort of carry on from there. So get started and see how it goes. Right guys, what I'm going to do now is done all the masking tape. It does save a lot of hassle afterwards. Just protects, you know, protects the track and that. Don't have to get all the sticky stuff off. The static grass I'm going to use is 2mm one. Got this one. It's sort of like sort of winter grass. It's not sort of like pristine lawn type stuff. It's sort of made to sort of like be a bit rough and ready. So give that a go. Go spray it with the Scenic stuff. Scenics. It's static grass layering spray. You got to be quick with it. It does dry quick. And then just give it a quick going over with the old spray. I'm only going to do little bits at a time. Get the applicator out. Should go, that's it. All standing up, yep, lovely. So it's only 2mm this one. Keep forgetting to put the thing underneath it. Do a little bit at a time. It's the way I do it anyway, otherwise it dries out too quick. Give it a good old coat, give it another blast over as well. And keep going with it. Yes, it's standing up. Shouldn't run out. Hope I don't anyway. Doesn't need to be anything fantastic because it's beside a railway. You're not doing a sort of like someone's garden or hillside or something like that. Should have put a bit of masking tape on the engine shed. Just try and get it down there a little bit. Doesn't want too much. A lot of it's going to be taken up with ballast anyway, so on the edges. Quick spray. Trouble is with spray, it's not controlled. It sort of goes everywhere, doesn't it? Get down there. Yeah, standing up nicely. Another one out. Just might have had enough. Yep. Let's run out of that anyway. What I do now is I get little bushy things. Or as much sort of like foliage as you can, you know, sort of like, doesn't look silly. Just little clumps everywhere. Don't want to be messes. Unkept. They haven't gone along with the cutters or the gardeners of having a bit of a rest time. Just put bits along. You put other bits later on. What I tend to do is get some scatter, bits of yellow and reds, and just drop it all over. Just a few bits along. Doesn't have to be sort of all joined up or anything. I mean, expert modelers, you know, I haven't got a patch on them, but it's okay for me anyway. I'm quite happy with it. Right, get that out of the way. Got some other bits and pieces I use. Use a bit of lichen maybe. A bit of green lichen. Put that in between as well. A little bit of brown, don't want that. The neighbour started his motorbike up, I don't know if you can hear it. A bit more down there. Then, if too much here, you can always take it off afterwards. More down there. Get that down there. Might put a bit on there, just sort of scatter it on here, because it's going to have the rusty rails on there eventually. I want to cut the little bits on there. Nothing fantastic. It's all going to be, all these big bits are going to be PVA'd afterwards, 50-50 water, just to hold it all into place. Just a few clumpy bits. Whatever takes your fancy, you know, I mean, if you want it sort of like messy looking. One. There's a bit of red. Not too much of this, or does it stand out too much? Just adds a bit of colour to it. A little bit of red. A little bit of greeny bits with yellow in it. Just a bit of variety, gives it a bit of colour to it. That's it. And we'll come back to that in a minute and give it a little bit of a spray over again. We'll come back to it in a minute. Right guys, that's with the masking tape off. I've finished this off probably off camera and that, but I say I'm going to go along with PVA, 50-50 water, just to hold all these in place. And all I've got to do now is just ballast this round here, and that's this a little bit done. It's only a little bit I've done today compared to what I've done before, but this just finishes this side of the engine shed off. But I've got me, not sure whether I like these applicators. I usually put them on with spoons and that, but they seem to work on long straight bits, but when you get bendy bits they can be a bit of a problem. Anyway, let's fill it up and see how it goes. Okay, try, can't you? Put that in there. Yeah, they're not very good. It's not coming out. Why isn't it coming out? Yeah, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Oh well, brute force I'm afraid. The trouble is the ballast goes all over the grass I've just put down. I think I'll probably do it with a spoon. These are okay when they're working well, but I think old-fashioned way is better. Just go over it with a spoon. Just go down the middle and then just brush it out afterwards. Must say one of the jobs I don't like doing is the ballasting. Some people quite like it. Don't see what the attraction is myself, but there you go. What I get the brush, just brush it down. right way round. They can't see this on the camera, I've gone around the corner too much. I'll clean all this up afterwards. Make it look a bit better later on. Don't want to bore anybody. And just get the spoon, tap it down. Not too bothered with this side at the moment because I've still got Scenics and that to do yet. The old applicator didn't work, did it? With the ballaster. I think it's mainly the straight bits. I'll finish that off later on. Clean up a little bit. But you can get the gist of what I'm doing anyway. But obviously it's going to need a bit of tidying up. Get the old ballasting and that. So the spoon worked, sort of. That's it. I'll come back to that in a minute and see how it goes. It's all got to be PVA'd in, 50-50 glue all along the ballast anyway to get it all stable, same as all this. But what annoys me is when you use that applicator, it springs bits of gravel all over your grass and you've got to clean it up afterwards. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. Right guys, when you get old bits of rail, don't throw them away, because I know like when I was a driver, there was loads of bits of rail down the side of the tracks and that, for when they got broken rails, and you see them all over the place. But what I do is I do them in little clumps. I've done one on my other engine shed, I'll show you later on. But what I do is I cut them into lengths. These ones I've done earlier, these are the lengths I want. So just cut them there, get me length. Got 3 of those done, already painted up, and probably get a fourth out of this. You just cut it to the length. I can get me cutters. Then give it a bit of rusty colour paint. Right, let's cut to length. Get the rusty colour. That's the rusty colour. Yep, that's rusty colour. Like rust. Put splodge on. I did have a paintbrush here somewhere. I've lost my paintbrush. Hold on, I'll get my paintbrush. Right, get the old rusty colour paint. Just go over it. You never see these old rails sitting on the side of the tracks, all in pristine, shiny silver rail colour, but when the wheels are running over it, always rusty. Give it a quick going over with the rust. And, so I've done 3. I was only going to do 3, but I'm going to try and get 4 on here. This is going in front of the engine shed. put it up, let it dry. And also what I do, get matchsticks like that, cut them up into little sections, then you put the track on top like that, and up one in each end, one in the middle. And something I've got at Getz, I've given it one coat of paint already, is the logs that you saw earlier on. So just get the old brown. It's a different colour brown, this isn't rusty colour brown. Give it a quick go over. Does need a second coat, bits of mist. And you can use a darker brown, but these posts, I mean, they're coming all, I've even seen them in black. Just give it a quick go over. Go over the bits of mist. And this will go beside the engine shed. That'll do for now. Let that all dry off. Don't mind getting paint all over my fingers. It's like been working, doesn't it? And just wait for that to dry off, then I'll get back to the engine shed and finish that off. With luck, that'll be the end of the little scenic bit. And I'll do some ride-ons afterwards, so see how that goes. Okay. Right, I'll get back down here again. I've already put some old drums in here. Going to put me logs or posts, whatever they are, stick them down the side. A bit more furniture going in there. It's not too bad. I've got to still do a bit of cleaning up and that. But with the old engine shed, as I said, I've done one before. I'll show you the picture of that. Now I'll just add this one to this one, to this new one. Put it down there. And they've got some rails when they get a breakage. for watching, folks. If you enjoyed that, like, share and subscribe, and much appreciated if you liked it. So I said thank you to some of the people, but some of the comments I've had have been really nice, and it's all much appreciated. And till the next time, thank you very much. I'll see you later.